All right, we're gonna see how this go, man. So I'm gonna give you guys 10 reasons why I believe that you should start a YouTube channel in 2025, especially if you're over 40. I'm over 40, and I'm gonna give you my 10 reasons why, and maybe they'll resonate with you as well. So reason number one: my mother and my father died from cancer. Okay, different parts of their lives. My mother died in her 40s. My father died in his 60s, in his late 60s. Both of them died from cancer. So I have to be realistic, right? I just have to. The chances of me getting it is pretty high. And so I want to get to you guys to make you understand that if you're getting up in age and you have parents or siblings or someone that died from cancer, make sure you get checked. Okay? That's number one. But if for some reason something does happen, for some reason you go early, tomorrow's not promised. You should want something for your kids to look at you for. You should want to be online to where they can access videos from you and they can learn life lessons. One of my biggest regrets as a 40-year-old man who lost his mother when he was in his early 20s is I didn't have that talk with my mother. I didn't have certain parts of my adult life that she could have helped me with. She could have told me about certain things. She could have told me about how to treat a woman, how to deal with relationships, how to handle stress. Like, I could have had that with her. I never had a relationship with my father, so I'm not going to speak on him as much. I respect him, but I'm just not going to speak on him. But as far as my mother, I didn't have that. So I kind of grew up my adult life on my own, trial and error, making mistakes. So I want my kids, in case anything ever did happen to me, they can go in and see a video that I might shoot in the future, how to get over rejection, how to, how to build a business, how to structure your your taxes. Like certain things that I would want to teach them as they get older. But if I'm not here, then who's going to do that? Maybe they're like, because what happened with me is my wife, I met my wife later in life, and in my late 20s, and she basically helped me become a man. And so you want to have it to where your kids are well equipped for life, especially before they find a partner. So that's number one. I want to continuously make videos to help as many people as I can. But the number one factor is I want my kids to be able to look at my videos somewhere down the future if I'm not here and learn life lessons from their actual father. So that's number one. Um, Number two, I do believe that everybody has a story. I do believe that people that's on the corner, that's how would I say, that's homeless, they have a story. They have something that they can show someone. They can tell someone that could help them in the future. I can go right now to a homeless person and ask them something, and how did you get to this point? And they will probably tell me. And certain lessons I might see in myself, and it might help me not make certain mistakes. So that's number two. You want to help as many people as possible, and everyone has their own story. Okay? I just want mine to get out. I've been through so much stuff throughout my life, so many trials and tribulations, so many heartaches, and so many bad things that happened throughout my life. I'm still smiling, but right now it's benefiting no one. And there are certain conversations I have with my kids, and telling them about my past and things I've been through, and it helps them. Trust me, it helps them. But I can help millions of people, not just my three kids. So that's number two. Um, Number three is, I feel like if you go throughout life and you don't actually help other people, it's not our purpose. It's not God's purpose. God's purpose is to help others. Like, that's what He put us on this earth for. Yes, we want to prosper. Yes, we want to have great lives and everything, but relationships is super important. They're super important. And so if you're able to help other people throughout your life, even if you don't have the funds to actually help them, But information is something that no one can take from them, right? And so giving them information that can help them throughout life, telling them something that might help them tell their kids later on in life. I might tell my son something today, and 10 years from now, if he has a child, he can tell the same thing to his child and help his child. So helping others is super, super important. Okay. Number 4, right now on YouTube, it is super, super easy to get noticed. You just have to have something to say. So why not? Why not try? This is fearful for me. This is like absolutely something that I've never thought that I would possibly do, right? I've always wanted to do it. I've started YouTube channels and started trying to like do certain things and everything on YouTube, and it just didn't feel authentic. It just didn't feel like me. It felt like I had to try to be Alex Hermanzi or you know, some other influencer, or you know, and try to make my videos kind of like that. But now in 2025, it's totally different. You can actually just upload your video, be yourself, and people will gravitate towards it. So that's number 4, okay? Number 5 is there's a lot of income that can be generated just from your YouTube videos. Point blank, period. Right now, I'm working on a book, right? Just a brief, these videos, I'm trying to just get comfortable with talking on the camera. And so I'm not trying to get into my business aspect of it, which I eventually will on YouTube. But I have a passion for helping kids with talents reach the next level. So I know that I have 3 kids, and all 3 of my kids have different talents. And so as their father, I've been trying to find different ways to promote my children, to make sure that they have the best up in life and they can actually take the next step to get to where they want to be. I have a child that acts, so I have to try to find acting gigs for her, try to find different ways for her to increase her skills, to get in front of a camera, to get more comfortable. She does Broadway plays, so we're finding her plays to audition for. It's certain things that you have to do. You have to market them. You have to make sure that their mindset is right. You have to make sure that they're looking towards their future just as much as you are. So it's a lot of things that a parent needs to know in order to be their kid's manager. I have a son that plays basketball. I played basketball. So I have a lot of knowledge to help him get to the next level. He's in high school. We're trying to get him to college. From college, I still have to be his manager. I still have to do NIL deals. I still have to try to get his social media up. I still have to try to make sure that he has the best level playing field so he can get discovered and get to the next level, so he can live out his dream. It's nothing on me. As parents, we don't really ask for much. So it's nothing for me. It's me trying to make sure that he can live his dreams. And so I personally want to help as many people as possible do that for their children. I know that I played basketball. I was with a single mother. My mother didn't know anything about sports. And if she did, with the talent I had, I probably would have been way further along in my career. But because she didn't have the tools. Not faulting her. I love her so much. But she didn't know what she didn't know. And so I want to be that person that can help people know what they need to know. I know personally that if I would have had someone that was on my team, that was my manager, that was making sure that I had the mindset, making sure that I was looking toward the future, making sure that I understood that even if I didn't make it to the NBA, I could have made it to other leagues, my life would be totally different than it is now. So it's a passion for me. And so a lot of my videos will be catered towards that and catered towards mindsets. Excuse me. Mindsets are very important. And so a lot of my videos will be catered to that as well. All right. So that's one thing. You can make so much money just from putting your experiences out here. And I'm talking to a lot of older people because it's scary. It is scary. It's scary to be judged. It's scary for people to know that you're not in life where you want to be. But if you can help other people get to the life that they want to be, a lot of times it'll help you as well with the life that you're at right now. Okay, so just understand that it's so much money into it. It's so many kids on this platform that's making millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars just being themselves, just putting up videos talking about stuff that they're already passionate about. So that's mine. And if you have a kid, and if you have a kid that's in sports, if you have a kid that's in acting, dancing, whatever the case may be, please, 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 please subscribe to my channel. Even if you're a small creator and you have different, you have your own channel, put your channel in the comments. If anyone comes to the comments, please, for me, please follow these creators. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't take a lot just to hit the subscribe button. And so I'm gonna do it too. I'm not just preaching myself. I'm every small creator that I see, everyone that's trying to make it, I will follow you. You follow me, I will follow you. Just put it in the comments, man, and I can see who follows me. And even if you don't, man, even if you don't follow me, I'm still gonna follow you. Just put your name in the comments, man, and I promise you I got you. Because I understand the struggle that's out here. I understand that if you can make a extra couple $1,000 just making videos, why wouldn't I support that, right? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to do that at all. All right, so that's number 5. So that's very important as well. Creating income for yourself, right? Number 6. So I have a virtual mentor. He doesn't even know he's my mentor, but Myron Golden is someone that kind of has helped me. He's an older gentleman. He's older than me, so it's a lot easier to understand or to follow people or to look up to people that's of course older than you, that's doing things that you wish that you can do. And he's one of those people. So he's an excellent communicator. I eventually want to get on stage one day and speak in front of people and motivate as many people as possible, right? It's a real goal, and I hope that you guys stick with me through this process, because I'm going to document how I become a better communicator, how when I get my first stage gig, and I can go and speak in front of a couple people. Then it might be a couple hundred, then it might be 1,000, who knows, it might be millions. But it's a very much a goal of mine. And I can promise you guys, if you are trying to be a communicator, and if you are trying to get on stage, if you are trying to motivate thousands of people, follow my channel, because I'm going to do it this year. I'm putting it out there on YouTube in 2025. Robert RJ the Catalyst will be on stage, all right? And of course I call myself the Catalyst because I want to help people push past, you know, whatever thing that's holding them. I want to help them get to the next level. I want to be that catalyst to help as many people as possible. But anyway, Myron Golden says that it's 3 ways that you can be a better communicator. One is you read more books. I'm doing that, okay? 2 is you write more. So now I read the books and I write down what I'm feeling about the book. How do I understand the book? A lot of times when I try to study something, I write it all down. And then I read what I'm writing, just so I can understand that what I'm writing is exactly the way that I want it to be written and how I would talk. So reading more, writing more. And he also said you should make more videos and just put them up. The more you talk, the more you become a better communicator. If you look at my past 2 videos, even on day 3, this is day 3, even day 3, I haven't said as much. Just said it. Shame. But I'm trying to cut down on certain words. I'm trying to communicate better. I'm trying to relay a message to the masses so they can understand me. And so I know that if I continually post every single day, that that should happen, right? Even now, it's morning time. My family is asleep. I'm in the car. I'm at the park working out, but I'm making sure that I make this video, and it's on a Sunday, right? Okay, so that's number 6. I want to be the best possible communicator possible, okay? And so the other things that I'm doing, I'm doing it as well, but I have to post. I have to get over the fear. I have to get over the fear of rejection, the fear of people talking about me. All that doesn't matter, okay? Number 7 is I want to motivate my children. I want to be the person that does what he says and says what he does, okay? So I can't continuously tell my kids that you can do anything, that you can be anyone. I can't continuously try to motivate as many people as I come across when I'm in the store or when I'm somewhere and people talking to me and I'm trying to motivate them, but I'm not doing what I dream of. I'm not motivating myself and showing myself that I can do something. So this is me doing that. This is me showing my kids that you can be whatever you want to be. If your father, who went through all this stuff, all these bad things, who seen his mother die in front of him, who was molested, who's been in and out of jail, like if your father that's been through all this, dealing with addictions and everything, if he can live out his dreams in his 40s, you can definitely do it in your 20s. Without a doubt. He has 3 kids, he has a wife, he has a life, he has bills, and he's still trying to live out his dream. I know for sure my kids can do it. So I'm super motivated to do this for my children. Just to motivate my children, just to show them that it's possible. You can live out your dreams. Like for me to even think about speaking on a stage or meeting Myron Golden, it brings tears to my eyes because it's something that I've wanted to do for so long, and I just felt like I wasn't worthy enough. I felt like no one would want to listen to what I'm saying. I felt like I was a failure. And I'm tired of trying to motivate as many people as possible, and I couldn't even motivate myself. So I have to do things to get to that level, and I want to motivate my kids to do the same. I'm telling my son that all he has to do is stay consistent. Make sure that you good grades. Make sure that you treat everybody well. Make sure that you every day that you're putting forth effort to become the best version of yourself. And then I'm not doing it. So this is me doing that now. Okay. Number 8 is connections. Okay. I want to connect with like-minded people. I want to surround my circle with people that's doing the same thing that I want to do. Not that I'm doing, that I want to do. I want to be a millionaire. I want to. Not to buy Lambo trucks and all this other stuff, but to really help people. I want to be able to retire my wife this year. That's number 9, but that's one of the goals. But anyway, and so I really hope you guys are listening and really feeling what I'm saying. So anyway, I'll go to number 9. Number 9 is I want to retire my wife. I really want to retire my wife. Men, I know the struggle. I know being married to someone and every year they're hoping that you come through on your promise. Every year they stick by you because every year you tell them that this is going to be the year. This is the year that you get everything I promised you. And so it's very important to me. I want to be to where my wife can do whatever she wants every day. She doesn't have to type for the rest of her life. She doesn't have to hurt herself and be tired and get up and work for somebody, and that person degrades my wife. Her boss making her feel less than she is. Her working for someone. Every time my wife says her boss, it makes me cringe. And it should to you too. So please, fellas, please. If you can get on here, man, and you can make some extra money and just the income that you make from YouTube can have it to where your wife doesn't have to work anymore. She can just stay home and take care of your kids and like live the best life that she could ever live. You can send her money every month. Send her $10,000 every month. Do whatever you want to do with it. I make $30,000 a month. I can send